I never really dealt with expectations. I've never really thought about expectations. I've just kind of gone out and pitched, and there's a lot of other expectations in life that I take pride in as opposed to baseball. So I kind of keep it even keeled, and I've had so many great pitching coaches and mentors and players that I've played with that have helped me out along the way. So to be with them through all that has helped me out a lot in my career.
Well, you get traded to the Phils, and when I got to the big leagues, I was 19, and back then you had roommates, and I had this, probably saw a statue up there, Robin Roberts, and he mentored me and all that. And when we talked, probably 4 weeks ago, you talked about trying to take information and, mentoring and learning things from other people. Was there anybody in Philadelphia that really helped you a lot?
Yeah, Dave Lundquist, my original pitching coach in Philly, helped me out so much. I had him in the minor leagues and then the big leagues. And then 5 of my first 6 seasons, we had 5 different pitching coaches. So it was more so kind of, taking little by little what I learned from each pitching coach. Bob McClure helped me out a ton. Rick Kranitz helped me out a ton. It's just being able to have a lot of voices definitely helped, because you were able to take, certain things from different guys. And obviously pitching with Aaron Nola for 7-8 years was a huge thing in my career, just learning from him. He's a complete and total pro 100% of the time. So I've had a lot of really good mentors, and Caleb Cotham, who's there now, is a huge help for me. So just very thankful for them.
And even when you came over here, it seemed like when we look at the baseball savant numbers, maybe a few more cutters than you maybe threw in Tampa Bay. Now, you did win 16 games in Tampa Bay. Maybe you can tell the people what's it like, because Orioles won 101 games last year, but the Rays, even though they lost 3 starters to Tommy John, you guys won 99 games. And what's it like to be in a pennant race?
It's honestly the best. I got a little taste of it in 22 with Philly. I'd been there for 6 years and had a losing season every year, and then my last year there, we went on the World Series run. But it becomes addicting, like just being competitive and being in the moment and being better than the other team is just a feeling that you can't get really anywhere else, only in sports. So I mean, for speaking for us last year, having 99 wins, I thought we did a great job of manufacturing wins and staying together as a team through all the injuries that we had and losing players. But that's what's so special about it. You're around these guys 7 months out of the year, including spring training. So you're with them more than your family. So the relationships that you develop with players and coaches and front office, are relationships that you're going to keep the rest of your life.
Well, the Orioles have obviously gone through adversity. I mean, you've been here for 9 starts and given the Orioles a chance to win in every one of them. As the Orioles get towards the playoff, it'll be determined whether they're going to be whole field advantage for the wild card. Any advice for them?
Not really, honestly. Just treat every single game the same. There's no really heightened expectations or anything. The stage might be bigger, but at the end of the day, it's a baseball game. That's one thing when I learned when I pitched in the World Series with the Phillies was, once you're there and you're on the field, it's the same game. Like, nothing's changed. There's no heightened emotions. You're just trying to get outs. So to not overthink any situation and play a game like you always have is going to be key for us.
When you sign, let's go back to 2012. I look at you now and I'm going, boy, you're a lot like all the staffs I pitched on. And I've pitched some staffs with 20-game winners and 4 20-game winners, but they could pitch. Where'd you learn how to do that?
I think at an early age, honestly. I've never really been a big strikeout guy. I think a huge help in my career was Bert Hooton, who was my first pitching coach. First thing he told me was, I'm not going to blow it by guys anymore coming out of high school. He said, you got to learn how to pitch the contact. So I think that developing strike throwing before I developed striking people out was a huge thing in my career, because I could always, learn to strike guys out when I got up to the big leagues, which I have kind of in the past couple years. So I think that was a huge blessing in my career.
And then final thing, you went to the same high school as Ryan Mountcastle?
I did.
But you were you're a little bit older. Yeah. Did you know him at all?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. He was a freshman when I was a senior. He got called up for playoffs. And then pretty much for 4 years after that, while I was in pro ball, I'd come back every offseason, and he'd be in high school, sophomore, junior, senior year. So we'd always be working out together, doing things together in Oviedo. And he's the same kid, which is so great about Ryan. He's never going to change, and he's such an amazing person, and he's got a great family. So it's really cool to be from the same high school and be able to put on the same jersey as him.
It looks like you may be the second guy in the wild card. Are you looking forward to it?
Yeah, absolutely. I think everybody's looking forward to the playoffs. Being on that stage and just having fun with the guys, trusting in one another, and chasing the World Series is going to be a great time.